Hello and welcome to Cutter Farms. How is everyone doing this fine evening? We are hopefully going to have a smooth stream from a technical perspective today. Been getting everything set up. And I figured before I start recording videos again on UMRV, we'd jump in and do a live stream. I've got some miscellaneous work to do, and we just got to figure out what's going on these saves again before we jump back into the videos. We've got already quite a few people in chat. How y'all doing? KK's Journey, good to see you. Brian Rutherford, good to see you, man. Paul Wright up there sneaking in early. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I am gonna get the game all fired up here real quick. Let's see. I've got maybe a button to start streaming here. Nope. Oh man, I don't have a button for the streaming view on the stream deck. Apologies. Let me alt tab here. See if we can rectify the situation. There we go. Jumping on over into the game. Swamp Fox, how you doing? Get the yellow hazmat gear on, exactly. Colin, how you doing? G2, good to see ya. All right, we are here. We are on UMRV. It's been a few weeks since we were over here and recording a video, and it was a few weeks before that we did the previous video, so it's been almost a month since we really did anything of substance on this map. And let me just take a quick look at our finances before we get started here. We are really in the hole. That's how I like to run my series. That's all right. We will get back out of the hole here. I've lost my mouse. It's on another monitor. There we go. And if we look here, I think I've got some soybeans that we're holding on to until July to sell those off. So that's all right. We can hang on to them. And I did remember to set the dead zone on my steering wheel, Tim, so appreciate the reminder there. So if I'm looking at everything correctly, the last thing I needed to check on was the animals here. We've got some feed in here for both of the main barns, and then this barn is starting to get a little bit low here, so we're gonna have to do something about this at some point, but I think we can survive for at least the rest of today. We might have to find some hay to toss in here before it's all said and done, but that is what we're doing today. We're making some more hay. So I'm going to get on that, and maybe we'll just load some of that directly into that, we're going to call it the calf barn here. So I'm going to find all my buttons, get my stream deck fired up here. I think we're going to try and do this job manually today. We'll see how that goes for us. GPS is all turned on. Here we go. Now, it's been a little bit since we cut this field. I am going to do a headland around the outside of this, I think. And then once we get going on that, I will do something else. Why am I not going anywhere? My wheel is spinning. Here, let's turn a little bit more. I just downloaded an update to the Swather pack that was literally, the description was to make this not get caught up so much on different height ground, and that does not seem to be working out for us so much. Well, now I have regrets about installing this update. Let me see if there's a setting here for adjusting the height on this thing. Yep. Lower. Yeah, it's lifting my wheels right off the ground. Well, drat. I'm not overly happy about that because I don't think I backed up this mod. This is going to be a interesting start to the stream. Let me see real quick what I have in here. Of course, all my equipment is going to end up being leased. Where's the mower head? Is in here. Are these technically two separate pieces? I thought it was all one piece of equipment. There we go. Now it's working. It just needed a little bit of a running start, I guess. I don't know. Nope. Oh. I'm gonna be really frustrated if I have to get another mower. Living on a player, how you doing, Jarhead? Good to see ya. Perma's modding, not sure why the stream started 2 minutes back for you, but here you are. Nice to see you, sir. Has anybody done the update to the Swather pack here recently? I just updated all of my mods from the mod hub because, you know, I was worried that I would have some problems with the patch that happened. And this was one of the mods that I updated, and it has completely messed things up. I wish that I could adjust this up and down. So that's definitely not working. I mean, I've got some pretty unlevel terrain, so if I have to raise it up and set it back down every time I get hung up on something, this is gonna not work out. So we might have to go get some different equipment. My concern is we don't have a lot of money for other equipment. Let me go see if I can switch this mod back to the original version before the update, because this was working fine last time. Something always going crazy here. So we'll exit out of this. I have the other mod on Edgewater that's before the update, so we'll just grab that version real quick and see what we can do. It's always something. This is why this is why we're live streaming this, is just trying to get everything set up so we can do videos again. I just didn't expect it to be quite this chaotic right out of the gate. Let me switch this around, and can we switch the monitors? There we go. All right, 2 seconds. I've got these. I usually back up my entire mod folder before I do any updates, and today I was like, I'm not gonna bother, because I downloaded the update right from the in-game mod hub, and it was the only mod that I updated. I just wasn't expecting any issues here. That was the Swather pack.zip. And if you bear with me 1 second, we'll just grab this one. It's a version from back in March. I'm sure that's gonna be fine. And it's probably one of those scenarios where I just need to re-buy the mod from the store because something doesn't quite get set up correctly or what have you, but who knows? Who knows? Brian, you saying that mod works fine for you? Beast Killer as well? Weird. Fan Reasons in Minnesota, how you guys doing? Hopefully well. All right, we're back. We're launching the game, and I've got to switch this view back over. We should be good to go. No good ever comes of doing grass work, exactly. It's technically November, Tim, but yeah, we're squeezing one last cut in here before the end of the year. Big Papa, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're sorting out technical difficulties. It's been too long since I recorded on this map. And so, as expected, we're running into some minor problems. The first time I fire up a save after a patch is always interesting. Makes me nervous that both of the top and the bottom are raised up. Yeah, that's putting out grass. How do I re-engage the whatchamacallit? There's got to be a button to engage the swather. I'm not sure. There, like, I can see that it's raised up. How do I... is it... there's a keyboard controlled shortcut to lower everything. I'm not sure why the conditioner is raised up right now. I know for you, if you reset the mower and the conditioner and then try mowing again, it should work. Yeah, it's just weird. I was raising them, or I was raising and lowering them independently before I swapped them back out, and now they're stuck. Lower the implement first. Oh, I updated Courseplay, and the stupid right click to use Courseplay setting comes back on by default every time you do an update. So annoying. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to reset both of these and see what happens, because I don't know what's going on with that. Hey, Spencer, how you doing? Okay, one problem after another. I can click on the swather. And then where's my mouse? Wow, I'm having all kinds of problems. My mouse has now officially disappeared, folks. There it is. And then if I reset this, and then I have to reset this. All right, now hopefully we can get this working. Oh, helps if we hop in the right vehicle. I'm guessing that's the conditioner sitting there. Yeah, I've never had any problems with this thing before, so I'm not sure what's going on. How do I install this thing, though? I've never actually disconnected this part of it before. I gotta back over it. I wonder, hang on, are all of my problems caused by having manual attach on here somewhere. I don't think I've got that on this save, but I'm just gonna double check. I don't see it. Line it up straight. Like it's gonna just collide with the wheels. There's literally no way to align that any straighter. Maybe like so. It's all squared up now. Where is the trigger zone? Flip it around. Well, I have to say this is one of the wonkiest mechanics I've seen for something like this. There we go. All right. Well, that's a lot of hubbub for no fun here. Let's get this thing back over to the field now. Where am I going? We're going in circles. All right. Well, there is a little bit of a room here. Let's see if we can get this thing working now. Oh, the honeybee header carts. That was a painful live stream when I was trying to figure out how to hook those things up for the first time. But we've got it. Appreciate the help there, Reed. I would have never thought to flip the crate around the other way. And we're gonna just get this right up in here to the spot that I left off. Get everything fired up, and hopefully this will work out fine. Seems to be working significantly better already. So yeah, just whatever happened with that update didn't work for me this time. I'll have to give that another shot offline at some point and see what we can do to figure it out. But we're moving and grooving now. Get out here to a nice external view, see how it's going. Ethan, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Cody just started using the honeybee headers, had to look up a YouTube video to figure it out. Yeah, that was an adventure. Luckily, chat's always there to point me in the right direction. Reed, no problems. Thought you'd help out because you've been in the same situation. Yeah, it's interesting sometimes, and you know, I love when mods do kind of cool, unique things like that, so that it feels a little bit more realistic. But sometimes trying to be a little bit more realistic just adds pain and agony. Kind of like the Trident sprayer. That thing's really cool that you have to like lift it up onto the back actually. But sometimes you just want to switch your sprayer out and not spend all day doing it. So there's always trade-offs. King Randy, how you doing? Farmer Trio, how you doing? Fam is doing good, doing good. Caden, welcome back to the stream, man. Good to see you as always. All right, well now we're cooking on getting this hay. I can't remember how many bales we managed to get off of the other cuttings that we did, but I know it was not enough. I was feeling pretty stressed out about being able to feed our cows here. And so I've got to get a GPS track set up here. Whoa, we're all over the place. Let me see, where's 270? Right about there? Perfect. That does not look like I made a straight line, but I guess I did, more or less. This will make going up and down the rows a little bit easier. This way towards the header arrows would have helped. Yeah, right on the side of the crate, pointing toward the front. And all you had to do is say forward or front and point, you know, that way on the crate. And that would help out a ton, actually. All right, I need another headland. Whoa, we're almost in the drink. All right, let's see here. We're gonna turn around real quick. Drop this header back down, and we're gonna take another headland pass. Just because otherwise we're gonna be spinning around down there quite a bit. And I'll just do the headland pass all the way around, I think. Spencer, I'm doing good. Doing good. I spent the last couple of days knocking out bugs for American farming. I think I've closed something like 23 open issues in the last 48 hours. So it's been a crazy few days of stomping on the bugs and getting a new version put together. So just put together a new testing version. In fact, we're going to be adding a handful of additional beta testers to the American Farming test group over the next few days, sometime before the end of the week. I was just talking to Grant about that ahead of the live stream here. So I believe the form I posted in my Discord channel a few weeks back is actually still valid, and we're going to be looking at people who asked to sign up back then, and anybody new that signs up between now and whenever I get around to looking at that list with Grant here, probably tomorrow. So if you didn't get a chance to sign up for the American Farming Beta a few weeks back and you're interested in doing it, and you can dig around on my Discord server, you'll find in the general chat I posted several weeks ago a link to a Google form. So feel free to go sign up between now and tomorrow morning. But yeah, other than that, I've been doing great. We're getting ready to move my oldest into college next week on Wednesday, so 1 week left to him being at home. So we've been trying to squeeze as much stuff in as possible the last few days that he's living at home here before he heads off to college. And I think this is gonna do it for headland passes. So what I'm gonna do next is switch back around here, and we're just gonna take another straight pass right down the middle of this field. Now I gotta be careful keeping my mowing deck up here, because otherwise I'll mess these headlands up something fierce. There we go. Are you force harvest the grass? I'm not sure. I'm not going to forage harvest it. No, I'm going to probably bale it like we did the other stuff. We kind of switched everything over to baling now. Farmer Trio, how many episodes am I going to do on UMRV? That's a great question. I don't know. I put out a poll last week when I was unable to stream, just kind of getting a feel from people what kind of videos they'd like to see me put out, because I've been, you know, I'm working on getting back to doing videos during the week. Hopefully start that up next week, if not next week, in the first week of September for sure, because the kids are going back to school and I'll finally have some peace and quiet in the house. But I was surprised. A lot of people are asking for more UMRV, and so we're gonna try and make that happen here. And so I expect to do at least another full year on UMRV. We're coming to the end of year 2, I want to say right now. I can't remember if this is year 2 or 3, but I think it's year 2. And we're going to do another full year on UMRV, see where that takes us. We're just now starting to, I feel like, get ourselves all set up, and we've got all the updates done here for our mods today, with the exception of the issues with the Swather pack we had. I feel like I'm at the point where I'm ready to record again. Permas, I have not installed any new mods yet. I did find the shirt mod, though, that you sent me, and I'm going to set that up before I start doing videos again here. That was this afternoon. I was trying to do my updates, and I was going to install some new mods, and I just didn't get to the installing part of new mods. I just got the Giants update part done. And Courseplay. I got the new version of Courseplay on here. Not that I think we'll use it tonight. So we're slowly working our way back into the swing of things. What's peace and quiet, Trio? That's when you don't have little kids asking you things every 5 minutes. But yeah, oldest is off being an adult and the youngest is back in school, so I'll get this nice window of peace and quiet in the house between about 8:30 and 3:30 every day, I think. We're gonna stay on the GPS track here. I'm not too worried about that little tiny sliver there. Oh, I don't have enough hands to lower my implement as well. I'm trying to look over at my thing. I've got all the driving controls up on my Stream Deck, but I don't have anything to raise or lower my equipment. Well, there we go. We've got that one. GPS, raise lower. We'll do that. KK's Journey, how many cows do I have? Great question. Let me get going on the next straight row here, and I'll take a quick look. I know I've got, I think, the calf barn full now, the barn that we're putting our calves in. Let me see here. And I think the other two have 250 apiece right now. So these are half full at 250 apiece, and then this one's completely full at 500. Whoa. Yeah, we're gonna count that as crash counter. We kind of went into the river there a little bit. Oh, my bad. Trying to look at the menus. All right, I said I have a raise lower button like that and a GPS button like that, and we're back off to the races. So yeah, we're sitting at right at 1,000 cows right now, 1,000 dairy cows. Permas, you and Livin need to get me to do flight sim with you guys at some point. Yeah, I've got not a lot of free time yet, but hopefully as we get back into the swing of school here that it's gonna pick up. But I'd like to get back to doing Tuesday and Thursday live streams again. But the last couple of weeks, Thursday's been the day that gets the boot because we've got so many things last minute here before school starts for the kids that have been coming up on Thursdays. And that's why I say, you know, I'm not quite back into a schedule yet because I don't know what the next week is going to bring. In fact, I'm gonna miss Tuesday next week because my wife has a concert booked for me and her and the oldest kid. We're gonna go see, man, who are we gonna go see? Cage the Elephant, maybe? Or Arctic Monkeys, I don't remember. One of the two. So I will miss one more stream next week for sure. But nope, this series is definitely not giving up on, and a lot of people want to see more Edgewater episodes as well. So we might try and do at least one more year on both of those maps while I get some stuff set up for a new series, because I've got some ideas for a new series, but setting for a new series takes a lot of work because I like to try and run, you know, new mods on a series. I don't want to just reuse all the same mods I've been using in the existing series. So I want to see some new mods, and I've got at least 2 maps, maybe 3, that I'd like to run series on after these 2 wrap up. So I think the easiest thing for me to do is going to be to continue to run another year at least on UMRV and Edgewater, and then while I'm wrapping those series up, I can start working on getting the new series set up. And I would like to get the multiplayer servers back into a state where I can do more streaming on the multiplayer servers and then just do videos on my single player saves. But sometimes you've got long repetitive jobs like this where we've got to get it done, and I thought this would be a great way for me to remember what's going on UMRV and knock out a live stream at the same time. I do have another hayfield journey over there. We're going to be cutting that one next. We might set Courseplay off on that one while we run the baler over here, though. And somehow I probably should figure out how to save this course that we're on right now, so that I can use the same one for the baler. I don't remember if I even have a rake anymore. Let's go. Oops. Let's go double check that while we're running the row here. Do I have a rake? I've got the baler. Least mods. I do not have a rake or a merger of any kind. And I don't have the money to lease one even right now, I don't think. We're pretty well poor right now. Tim, I did see Nebraska was announced for ATS. That's pretty exciting. Spencer, yeah, I'll probably do another live stream on Monette Farms at some point. Or Monet, I should say. That was a fun map, and I was hoping to at least get to feeding our animals on that map. I believe the server's still set up and running. I didn't take it down or anything. I am going to mow one more path, I think, over here of the ditch grass, if I can find a GPS track that makes sense. Where is the GPS going? All right, here we go. Not exactly lined up, but we'll take it. We'll mow right up alongside the house here. All right, close enough. Thoughts on Tatum County for a playthrough? I have not checked that map out yet, Josiah. I'll have to take a look at it. I know that people suggested quite a few maps in my post the other day, and I'm really excited because there's a handful of maps there that I hadn't actually seen or played with yet, and so I'm really curious to check those out and see what they are. I'm going to take the long way around here to park this in the shed, just to see if I can figure out where some of the rest of my equipment is parked. I'm not sure where the tractor with the baler is right now. It's probably where I'm headed. Got all these cows wandering about. Oh, we're going kind of fast. Don't hit the fence. Nice. Yeah, the one thing I'll say is I noticed my frame rates are really low tonight, and especially when I'm driving into new areas of the map here. I don't know if it's still loading things in, like, since I've not played since the patch. I think usually when Giants patches, bad things happen to loading the level in. So if things are a little jittery, let me know. I'll see what we can do to stabilize things, but it does seem to be working now. And I don't have a rake or the money to get a rake, so we are going to get this thing out. And I said I was going to set Courseplay off on mowing this field, so maybe I'll do that too. and then we can kind of stagger things where by the time I'm done baling the other field, I can start the baler off on this Courseplay course and go pick up the bales with the autoload trailers. So everything will kind of work in sequence here. And if I can remember, man, it's been so long. Do I even remember how to run Courseplay? We're in this field here. I'm going to create a job, Courseplay field work on this field here. We've got one tool. We're going to do 4 headlands, and we're going to start on the headlands. Looks good. Start at the first waypoint, which is up there for some odd reason. That's all right. We'll just let him figure it out. Might have to get this other tractor out of the way. Nope, he figured it out. Look at that. Sometimes things just work. Had to find my gear shifter. All right. Slightly surprised they didn't announce one of the Dakotas as the next map. Yeah, I'll be curious to see what comes after Nebraska. I feel like they've got a few options. I don't know, I've driven through the Dakotas. It's kind of large and flat, but I kind of feel like they're trying to build up in the Midwest area more. So I'd be kind of curious to see, you know, if they move up into like Iowa next. I feel like Iowa would be a good one. Oh, you know what the worker's gonna have a problem with? He's gonna have a problem with the silage bags, I bet. Where is he at? Yeah. Wow, how did he get all the way in here before he crashed, though? That's actually well done. Looks like the only part of the bag that has a collision is the part in the front there. That's all right. Whoa, steering is crazy. Nearest waypoint, go. We'll just hold his hand through this process if we need to. All right. It's gonna be one of those days. Don't disrespect the Dakota. You can north but not south. You know, I spent some time in South Dakota visiting a farm. It was a lot of fun. So I realize there are nice things there, but let me tell you, it was a lot of wide open, flat area in the part of South Dakota that I drove through. There was not a lot to see. But I'm sure from a ATS perspective, it would be an interesting state to cover for sure. There's probably some really cool, crazy roads and stuff in parts of South Dakota. I have to imagine that there's, depending on what part of the state you're in, there's some quite interesting terrain to traverse. Jim Bob, you're looking forward to Minnesota? Yeah, me too. That'll be a fun state when they get around to it eventually. But I suspect that that would come much later. I figure they'll do the Dakotas, Iowa next, because they've already got Kansas and Oklahoma now, right, on top of Texas. Maybe if I stream Thursday, I need to go poke around in ATS again soon. I haven't been over into that since my live stream on that a while back. That's one of those games where I keep buying the DLCs, but I never find the time to play the game. There we go. A little bit easier for the headland passes and such when you're going under the trees to actually just go in cab, I feel like. Let's see if I can find the key to turn off auto drive here. I think it's left alt. There we go. Read, it's flat and boring. I'm neighbors with Sun Farms, but other than that, we got the Corn Palace East River. Nice. They've implemented adaptive cruise. Works pretty well. That's nice. My car doesn't even have that. Permas, they haven't done Kansas yet, according to the DLC page, so likely be the next one after Nebraska. I saw on the... I just looked, I thought yesterday, and I at least saw a preview page on Steam for Kansas. So I thought they were working on it. But maybe it's just one of the announcements of the next DLCs. I wonder if, since they just announced Nebraska this last week, or last couple of days, if I remember right, if they'll be going to like Kansas has already been announced, they'll do that next, and then they'll come and do Nebraska, and then they'll announce the next one while they're working on Nebraska. I don't know. Banks Sinatra, how you doing, man? How's your thumb doing, dude? Hopefully well. They just got excited and announced Nebraska, so it looks like they're working on multiple maps. Yeah, exactly. That was what I was wondering, because I swear I saw Kansas was announced on the DLC page. We do not have any corn left to harvest on this farm journey. It's just these 2 hay fields that we have to do, and then I think we're done for the year. We're gonna fast forward to spring. I think we're all ready to put some crops in the ground. Actually, I don't think we even need to do any more tillage or any more manure spreading. We've got manure in all of our fields. Banks, you had your surgery today on the road to recovery. Oh, down for a month. That's unfortunate. Well, hopefully it's a painless recovery. I was going to say a speedy recovery, but I wouldn't call a month necessarily a speedy amount of time. But hopefully it's a easy recovery. Spencer, why don't I do many productions? So that's something that I'm thinking about doing on one of my future playthroughs, or maybe we'll do some of that on the next year here in UMRV. I don't typically do productions because it just doesn't feel like farming to me. And I know it's one of the bigger things that's been added to FS22, and I haven't done a lot of it. It just hasn't felt very natural to me. But I do want to get in. One of the things I do with each iteration of Farm Sim since 17 is I go try and get all of the achievements. And there's some achievements around productions and grapes and olives. And I'm thinking about doing a series specifically related to grapes and olives, getting my achievements out of the way. And maybe we'll do some productions when we do that. If we do a staff ATS convoy again for the stream on Thursday, won't be able to hop on until 3/4 of the way through. Yeah, I'm not sure. This week is getting busy, so I'm not even sure if I can do a stream on Thursday yet. This week, it's going to be a play it by ear midday on Thursday to see if we can do a second stream this week. Ooh, we're struggling to get up this hill, and that's probably because I'm in 19th gear. Let's drop this down a few and see if we can get some speed. There we go. That's doing a little bit better. Dumbcat, how you doing? Yeah, we did productions a little bit in the multiplayer series we were doing on, oh gosh, what map was that we went back to play with the whiskey? That was fun. Oh, it's gonna drive me nuts. I think it was a Nitro Dad map in New York, and I can't remember the name of the map now. Mr. Junt, how you doing, sir? We're gonna go ahead and just jump rows over here, finish up some of these scraggly bits in this long part of the field. Middleburg, thank you, runner. It was gonna bug me if I couldn't remember that. Caleb, are you going to try any of MRG's maps out? I am probably. I'm actually really interested in the one he's working on right now. I think it's a 4X. I can't remember now. But it looks great. The screenshots and stuff look amazing. He's been working on some stuff for us on the squad built side of things on American Farming, that'll come out in a future DLC for the game, and so it's kind of interesting, right? Is I haven't played on much of MRG's farm sim stuff because I've been working with him a little bit on his stuff for American Farming, so it's just kind of weird to, you know, interact with some of these people in both sides of the fence, so to speak. No, it's Stitzer. Yeah, that sounds right. Because I know he released a few other maps as well, but like Little Mountain and stuff, but I never got a chance to check those out. But I am very interested in checking out this new map that he's working on. All right, let's get back over to the other side here. I want to finish up these rows over here before I forget about them. We've got some half rows and stuff that we've left around. Polecat, how you doing? Got your driver's license yesterday. Congrats. Journey, how do I pick up my hay? We've got an auto load trailer that we're going to use. At least I'm hoping it's an auto load trailer. Alright, I'm gonna go back to this end of the field and pick up the long rows again now that we've got the shorter rows knocked out. This thing's got like turbo mode. We're doing good. There we go. I should get pivots for UMRV. I saw there's that pivot mod that you can place down now, but I haven't played with it at all. At least in the parts of Iowa that I've been in, I haven't seen a lot of pivots, especially on this side of things. Caleb, am I on his Patreon? I think I got grandfathered into MRG's Patreon. I don't know. MRG and I have gone way back, so even if I'm not, I'm sure I could get him to send me a copy of it. But I'm on at least a few of his Patreons, Discord servers. Farmer Ty, is my career software development? It is. I have been in software development, well, honestly, since I was about 7. I've been doing development, but professionally, right now, I'm self-employed. But I do contract work for the squad built team that's making American Farming. So I do development work and project management type stuff for the squad built team right now. And we're building a mobile farming game called American Farming, which should release very soon. I am a nerd. Livin knows this. I have been programming since I had my Commodore 64 when I was 7 years old. Started on BASIC. Now I do game development using Unity and C#. Yeah, Tim, exactly. The ground is not overly flat in east central Iowa. Yeah, Farmer Ty, if you go to the Squad Built website, you'll find me on there, on the website there on the team. I don't know, they gave me some ridiculous fancy title because I'm managing all of the work for the team on top of actually doing software development. But I don't even remember what the title is anymore. Executive producer or something like that. But just a fancy way of saying that I keep things organized, and been working with Grant for coming up right on 2 years now. We've been working on the game. Actually, they've been working on it for closer to 3 years, I think. But I've been a part of the team for 2 years now. And we're almost to launch. I don't have a date yet, but it's coming soon. Do I know how soon it will come out? I don't. And I will be the first to know when it comes out, because I kind of get to help in making that call with my role on the team. And all I can say is we're really, really close. There you go, Permas. Executive producer. See? I told you. Fancy titles. Mr. Bedland, how you doing? Bedland. Why do I always say Bedland? We are baling the hay tonight. You have pivots in Nebraska. Yeah, I've been out to Nebraska. I've seen the pivots there. I know if I do that Texas map, I'd probably run pivots on there as well. I am tired. Have I ever met Grant or any of the crew in real life? I have, actually. In fact, I have met more of the people on the American farming team than Grant has in person, which is pretty impressive. So I have met Grant. I went out and visited his farm right before I joined the team, actually. We met in person on his farm for afternoon. I actually showed up in one of his videos on the Grant Hilbert channel. Thank you for the hydration reminder, Spencer. Ross from Friends going pivot. Oh, awesome. We're so old. But yeah, we did the Farm Progress show last year. We had a booth. And we actually, it's funny, is it's been a whole year now. We had a demo version of the game at the Farm Progress show last year that we got a ton of player feedback from, which I blame as part of the reason why it's taking us so long to get the game out. Is we got so much great feedback, we realized there was a lot of things we wanted to improve and iterate on before we released the game. So we've been working hard to make sure it's an awesome game when it releases. But that was fun. I got to hang out with Grant and Spencer and Austin Farmer and Buck. And then a bunch of the real life farm tube guys were out there, you know, hung out with the Welker guys for 3 of the days at the Farm Progress show. I got to hang out and talk to them. It was really cool. Some other folks like the Iowan Farmer, Laura Farms, Cole the Corn Star. Can't forget good old Cole. He's quite the character for sure. Make sure I lowered my baler there. I've not been to the Iowa State Fair, I don't think. Maybe once. I used to live in southern Minnesota, so we might have gone down there once to visit when I was a teenager, but I really don't remember. Journey, do I play more games? Yeah, Perma's answering that, but I do actually have a second YouTube channel called Ketter Builds, where I've started playing more strategy-based building type games like Satisfactory, Icarus, and a few other smaller games. I am going to be playing Starfield over there when it comes out. And Hunter, appreciate it. I need to go fix that mower again. I know it's probably stuck. That's a good point. Let's do that real quick. Yep. Okay. There we go. Wow, I got a lot of equipment. A lot more equipment than I remembered I had. Thank you for that reminder. Ryan, surprised I haven't jumped on the Baldur's Gate 3 train, so I just didn't feel like that game would fit in well on that channel, but I have definitely spent a couple of hours on Baldur's Gate 3 because Baldur's Gate 1 was actually one of my first, or not my first, but one of the earliest PC games that I started playing and got me into tabletop role-playing games and stuff. So I've spent a lot of time in that game, one of my favorite CRPG games of all time, the Baldur's Gate, Neverwinter's Night, Icewind Dale, all those games. And so I've been enjoying Baldur's Gate 3. That's my, try to set an hour aside for myself every once in a while to do something for me. And so that's the first game I think I've played that I haven't done a YouTube video on in a long time. Need a third channel called Ketter Drives just for ATS. What I'd probably just do more ATS content on this channel because it's so closely related, I feel like, to Farming Simulator. I don't feel the need to break out and do that on a separate channel, most likely. Be cool if the grass and the cows pasture could feed them. Yeah, there was a mod for that in previous versions where with seasons, if you put the cows out in the pasture during certain months, they would eat the grass. And I think there's supposed to be a mod for that, this grazing mod in Farm Sim 22, but we tried it out on a different map, and it was a multiplayer server, and so sometimes these mods don't work well in multiplayer. But we tried that mod out, and it did not work. We were trying to get a sheep, I think, to graze on the grass, and we weren't having any luck at all. So maybe it's been improved, maybe I was doing something wrong, but the mod technically exists. Ryan, any crazy natural 20s? I have had a few crazy rolls in that game. That game, they've done a great job with the Baldur's Gate 3. It kind of set a new bar for what a computer game should be in this day and age, in my opinion. Let's get this guy reset here a little bit. At least this should be the last time I have to reset him. There we go. And then I think we've got all of the bales done here. So we're gonna run this back up to the farm now, and I'll go grab that bale trailer. Given the way Ketter drives in ATS, I'd probably call the channel Ketter Flies. There you go. I do have a bit of a lead foot. I should lease a rake so you don't have to bale singles. I could. This thing spits out bales pretty fast. The plan was to just start, what do you call it? To start Courseplay off and have it drive around the field and take care of this for me while I go and pick up the bales. However, with all of the stuff in the way, I'm not sure how well Courseplay is going to work. We'll give it a shot. It is a little less efficient. I'd definitely I'd rake if we were in real life, but given how long it'll probably take me to get the trailer set up and go get those bales, and then we're gonna try and dump some of the bales in the other pen and stuff, I think that our driver will be able to keep up with this. Oh, we've got all kinds of stuff going on here. Let's actually not make a mess here. And I need to come over to this guy and copy this course. And then I think I can paste this course. Nearest waypoint. Gear down. Hit play. And off it goes. Now, can I push these buttons? Oh, I can. They fixed it. Finally. Used to not be able to do some of this stuff while the course was running, and I feel like they've really enhanced Courseplay in FS22 in a positive way. And this guy has got what I believe is an auto load trailer. Yep, operating position. All right, I think we're in operating position. We should be able to pick up bales when we get out here. Let's see if we can... Ooh, that's a low camera angle, but it works actually for this pickup. Ooh, this thing is fast though. Let's get rid of that auto drive window. Surprised I didn't go into more debt just to buy a rake. Yeah, we're trying to get into the positive on this series. We technically make money. I make about 10 grand a day right now with our current level of expenses, but what I didn't realize until we got started back up today, and I kind of went through everything at the beginning of the stream, but I've actually got a field at least still that I'm paying every month on. And so at some point here, we're going to have to get rid of this lease because it's costing me a good chunk of money every day, and I'm not overly happy about that. So let's see how well this auto load trailer works. For those of you that have been with the channel for a while, you'll know that loading bales manually is not something that I overly enjoy, so we're gonna do this the easy way. I am gonna adjust my view here a bit. Let's try 40. There we go. That looks so much better. And I don't think we'll necessarily get all the bales off of this field. Oh no, they go 3 high. I was thinking this only went 2 high for some reason. 3 high and we'll get all the bales off of this field. 2 high, I was questioning how far we could get. This little pickup though is not enough for this big long trailer. I think I've had some people call me out on it before, but I was just trying to get a different truck on the farm than what I always run to mix things up, and it's times like this that I really miss that bigger Ford. Oh no, stop! Well then, we were kind of low on crash counters for a stream. We might as well get that solved now. I can't read chat and, ooh, that was close. And do these turns. Get going on the straight and narrow. If you were Chief Development Officer, since we're making titles up for Giants, what's one feature function you'd like to see added or improved on in the next version of the game? That's a great question. I would... See, that's tough, because Giants tries very hard to approach the widest audience possible, where I think if I was in charge for one major change with their platform, I would focus on much more realistic mechanics around the field stuff. So I like what they did with changing up the tillage and adding in rocks, I guess. I don't really like how they added stones to the game. It just didn't feel well. But I would focus on more robust fertilizing mechanics, I think. Wow. Oh, strapping that down. Here's the other thing. So strapping that down made all of these bales suddenly have their actual mass. And so you can see how a Silverado 1500 is not well suited for pulling that much weight. So we're just going to unstrap those so it doesn't have any weight at all, and let the auto load feature keep them on here for me. But yeah, so that would be my focus. Is I would probably say let's get better field mechanics in place, and precision farming has brought that part of the way there, but I would really like to see them have more realistic approaches to fertilizer, insecticides, you know, or pesticides, however you want to call it, some of those kinds of things. Wrong button. Transporting position, and then I think in transporting position they're free to be grabbed. I don't think there's like an unloading. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I think I can get them now. Yes. All right, so first things first, I need to toss a couple of these in here to feed the calves. I wish there was an easier way to unload these. I guess I could actually go get the tractor and the front loader to take these off rather than doing them all by hand. But I'm just going to toss, I think, 4 of these in and see how much feed that gives me. Because I don't really need that much feed to keep these animals going. And so we're just going to take a few of these bales. We're going to pretend these are small squares that we're throwing around instead of large squares. Rain, moisture, there you go. That's the one, Tim. I would love to see crop moisture in the game. Not the hacky way, oops, that's another crash counter. Not the hacky way that map makers have put it into the game for people where it's just dry or wet corn. I want to see actual moisture values on corn in the fields where it varies depending on what part of the field you're in, if it's a low spot, a high spot. You know, we've already got soil types now with precision farming. I would love to see real crop moistures added to the game. That would be fun. You know, complete with all the mechanics that go along with that, like getting docked at the elevator for delivering wet corn or, you know, wet crops in general, stuff like that. All right, cows. I have to get through here. We're picking up crash counters left and right here now that we're driving an actual vehicle. Now, if I remember right, the unload zone to go into here is right here. Bale 240 centimeter not accepted. I don't believe you. I know there's a way to switch this. Hang on. I thought you could store 2 different sizes in the same shed as long as you set it up. Am I wrong? And it can only store 1 at a time? I don't know if anybody's used this bale storage mod, but I thought you could have like different types right here and switch them out. But I do not see an option while I have something else in here, so maybe I'm wrong. Well, that's actually really unfortunate. Control Y to unload, maybe. Let's, we'll stick these out here. Oh, well, that unloads them. Sigh. B. Okay. Back to transporting, Control Y. I do not seem to see... Let me put it back in this mode. No, I don't see a an option to unload them to a location. Well, all kinds of unexpected surprises here. Control Y releases them, and if you have a drive over... Oh, I got you. Yep. It did actually do that. Try hiding the map. Might be too many keybinds. Well, we're just going to dump them here, and I'm going to figure out what's up with that mod next time. Right now, I just want to make sure we can get all of these bales done, and we'll have a lot of fun picking this up with the front loader and pushing them into the trigger there. Now, where's my baler is the better question. Boom. I'm sure the baler is stuck over here somewhere. He is indeed. Always something. Yeah, I didn't think about how setting these on the field like this would affect being able to cut the grass and stuff with Courseplay. This is a definitely not something I thought through very well. My goodness, it's pure chaos. These are the things that nobody gets to see when I just do videos. I just edit out most of the chaos. All right, he's back off. We've got one more headland pass of wonkiness to deal with for that. Double check that I didn't leave any bales in the middle of these things. You have to use your mouse to slide them off the trailer. All right, we're gonna try it, Mike Y, because I'd much prefer if this was a nice, neat stack as opposed to a huge mess. Let me just grab a couple of these real quick. F1. Oops. All right. No. All right, now I'm not even seeing the option for operating position like I was seeing before. What have we done? I mean, it's not like I got a different trailer. Now my auto load doesn't work at all. Oh, there we go. I was in some kind of weird unloading position Okay, so now I've loaded up some things. I'm in transport, and then if I push, is it Y to unload? Oh, look at that. Well, that's much easier. Okay, well, once again, chat has solved all my problems. Let's go ahead and get rid of that and pick all these up, and then we can get this set up much nicer. Assuming I can get around this bale. Come on, come on, pick it up. Trying to squeeze in here without slamming into that fence too much. There we go. I don't know why I'm using the keyboard. Oh my goodness, we're up on 2 wheels. Swing back around. Get these last 3 bales. Now, I still don't know what the deal is with this shed. I swear I was able to switch out different bale sizes in the same shed at some point in the past, but clearly not. All right, there's that. And then if I push Y, nice steady drop. So nice. And Y again to go back into here, operating position. Now we're good to go. Look at that. All our problems solved. We'll come over here, pick up some bales, and get this tractor unstuck. We're almost off of these crazy headlands. It's a good thing no one sees the chaos. Yeah, I feel like if everybody was witness to all the issues that I run into on a regular basis in Farm Sim, the videos wouldn't be terribly interesting. Although I guess that is kind of how I got started with the channel, is doing videos on fixing all of the issues on, what was that, Millennial Farmer map. I was fixing a bunch of the issues and doing videos on how to fix the issues for people that add the map. Good times. Spencer, gotta go. See me Thursday. Thursday is a 50-50 for me. I'm gonna try and be here, but I don't know yet. I won't know until probably Thursday, middle of the day. Journey, I do need to move those bags. I just don't know where I would put them right now. We've got some places I could put them. I just wanted to keep them over here because I thought it'd be easier to make feed if they were in the yard here. But in practice, it's not working out for us so well. I wonder if I can super strength pick up one of those bags and move it. Because I know trying to move it with the tractor is not going to be a good idea. Lots of problems. And I don't see... Oh, wait, there is something I can grab onto. If I grab it... Oh, look at that. All right, folks. We're going to do this. I'm going to bring them down here and see if we can put them somewhere out of the way. Maybe I can put one, like, right along this shed. Yeah, this is the most realistic thing you've ever seen on the channel. It's all good. There we go. That's more or less out of the way. I like it. Tyler not hating, love the super strength mod. Yeah, I have to say it's one of those mods that it's just tough to live without. If everything else in Farm Sim was realistic, it'd be easier to convince myself not to use it. But since there are so many unrealistic things with Farm Sim, sometimes this is just the easiest way to deal with it. I think for the other one, I'm going to try and line it up like right over here. How's that look? Well, that actually looks pretty good. Okay. Good to go. Tim, your immersion. I know we're destroying the immersion. It's even clipping through the hillside. See, that's just good. Then you can't see the giant gap that's under it anymore. I feel like this looks so much better than the other side, even if you probably wouldn't start it on the edge of the hill like that. When they were over here, there was like a 4-foot or a 2-foot gap under the bags. They just extended way over this dip here. It was crazy. Oh, goodness. Farmer Ty, do I play games besides Farm Sim? I do. On this channel, I've played a little bit of ATS in the past and some other farming-related games. I still love the stream we did on the original Maxis Sim Farm game. That was a lot of fun. I might have to do another retro stream at some point. But I have a second YouTube channel called Kedrick Builds that I haven't been putting a lot of time into thus far, but my plan on starting to post videos over there regularly again in September. Icarus has an expansion pack. I've played a bunch of Icarus, and then I'm also planning to play Starfield when it comes out over there. I have got the pre-order of that, so that should be coming out right at the beginning of September here. We're crushing these bales. Crash counter +1. See if I can sneak in here, get out of the way of the baler. The baler's doing a good job now that we got the obstacles out of the way. But I do tend to like simulation games, and I like building survival kind of games, so we'll be playing some more of those kind of games over the coming weeks and months. I'm going to park this right here. Now, I've got to figure out what I'm going to do about these bales. I've got 30 hay bales right now. I feel like I should take them all out and see if I can put them in the harvest store. Maybe we'll take these over. I haven't checked to see if we can put bales directly into the harvest store yet. I don't think. So let's go do that real quick while we're waiting on the mower and the baler to finish up here. Gonna cut right in front of him, see if I can stay out of the way. We're making a nice wide turn so that we don't crash. That worked out real well for me. We'll probably have to upgrade the farm truck here at some point. Have to admit, it's never dull. I mean, never a dull Kedrick farm stream. Yeah, we're always running into something. I think it was Mr. Junt holds the title for calling me out on my pickup choice first with the bale trailer. This truck is just not well suited to hauling a big trailer full of bales like this. Oh my goodness. All right, here we go. Y to move them over there, Y to unload them, and let me just grab one and see if I can beat it in here at all. I cannot. So that means I'm going to have to put them into the mixer, is what that means. So let's see if we can get out of the way and go find our feed mixer. But not these bales. I want to put the... Well, I don't know which one I'm going to have more of now that I think about it. Oh my goodness, the crash counter. Okay, focus. We've got a trailer. We can't just drive wherever we want. We'll take the long way around. I think I want to take the 30 bales I have in the bale storage right now because they're smaller bales, and I will put them into the feed mixer and put those into the harvest store for mixing into TMR right out of the gate. And I'll keep all of these bigger bales in the bale storage because I think I'm going to have more than 30 by the time I'm done goofing off here. Y to unload. We'll put them going the other way for anybody that has minor OCD issues. They can love that I'm mixing and matching the direction I'm stacking my bales here. We're gonna back this out of the way and see about unloading all 30 of these guys. Spawn. Now I can configure this to be 240s. Confirm. All right, I think we're gonna make progress here. So now I'm gonna grab as many of these as I can. Oops, hands on the wrong keys. We're gonna get these out of the way. And then I'll put the 240s into the shed here. This is gonna work out great. We've got a plan, folks. We've got a plan. Dylan, how you doing? A little late, but wanted to see what's new. We're trying to figure out what's going on this UMRV save. It's been a while since I got videos out, so we're doing it in a live stream. We've got a little bit of grass work we had to wrap up here, so that's what we're working on tonight. And I'm going to dump all of these up here out of the way, and then we're going to throw them in by hand into the bale, the feed mixer here. I think that's the play today. Oops, what did I just do? F1, push Y, push B. Okay, transporting position Y. This different size bales, so I guess that's why I'm having to move them over again. Dump them off there. And let's go. Now I should be able to load them back into the barn here. Oh my goodness. You know, the first half of this stream, I managed to not crash into anything but that river. The one time I went a little tiny bit into the river because I was looking at the menu. And now I'm crashing into stuff every 10 feet. Bot Slayer, when do my sons go to school? They are going to school. The oldest we move in on Wednesday next week. So 1 week we're moving him out to college, which is going to be exciting. And then we're going to be starting with the younger one in first grade here right after Labor Day, the Tuesday after Labor Day, I think they start. So exciting times. All right, I'm going to get this all backed over here, and then I'm going to dump them off the side. But since it's such a short unload, I'm going to see if I can get a little bit closer. Something like that. And I better pull up a little bit more. I should have dumped them on the trailer rather than doing it that way, but that actually worked really good. All right. DOT not approved. Yeah, you are correct there, John. I'm super far behind on catching up on my comments here. We're going to pick up a few more bales now that we got stuff sort of kind of working. Can catch up on chat. Farmer Ty, what's my favorite farm sim semi? That would be... I can show you this one right over here. Not just because Mr. JG, well, I call him JJ. Northwest Mods and Edits would be the official name here, but his Kenworth that he put together, I have really loved this semi. It's got lots of options. It looks cool. It sounds cool. And hey, he sent me a version with my logo on it, which always adds a little bit to my love of a mod. However, this one right here has been, so far, my favorite semi in Farm Sim 22. Where did I get the Chevy? If you're talking about the pickup, this one is from, oh man, Carl Farms, I believe. All the mods for my UMRV save are on my Discord server. So I did that because I can't remember half of the time where some of these mods came from. I mean, you have to remember I set this save up probably 4 or 5 months ago now. I downloaded and set up all the mods for this this save. So if you're looking to figure out where I got a mod from on UMRV, at least I'd say 80-90% of the mods I'm using are all listed out on Discord with a link back to the original mod author for the mod. So definitely check that out if you see something I'm using that you're interested in. And if it's not there, chances are actually on this save that it's something that I got off of the in-game mod hub. I'm trying to use a little bit more in-game mod hub mods lately, and that's been made easier since there's so many more great mods coming out on the in-game mod hub. Permas, we're getting the typical driving that you're used to now. Yes, yes you are. My best driving is on multiplayer, just an observation. I do tend to have some interesting experiences on multiplayer as well, but I try to do my best. Is the Kenworth a 900 or a 990? It's a 990. All right, so we've caught up with the baler now, which is, I guess, a good thing. Oh my goodness, this thing's just pushing me around. I'm gonna get over here. I'm gonna dump one more load off, but I wanted to see if I could do it this time from the trailer. Why? Oh. Let me just dump them straight onto the trailer. I'm gonna line this back up. Oh yeah, that works so much easier now that I've got everything all set up. Okay. So since we've caught up with the baler, the next step is to clean up this mess of bales that we left back over here by pulling out our feed mixer. Oh, I can't quite squeeze through. I gotta lay off the pulled pork. Too many good meals off the smoker lately. Can't squeeze in between the railing and the feeder here. It's just drift sim. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think once we get some money on this farm, the pickup truck there is one of the upgrades that I know we need to do. Or maybe I need to get a semi-mounted flatbed trailer. That might be a little bit of a better idea for how many bales we're probably going to be picking up off of these fields soon. Now for this, I'm trying to think. Maybe I'll go grab... Well, I got my loader tractor is unfortunately driving the baler right now, so maybe we will just hop in here and load these in. I've got to make sure I get them in there at a bit of an angle. If I drop them in flat, this thing will actually stop filling up the, the trailer here. So it's always something with some of these mods. And this is an actual, I think, official Giants feed wagon. So the fact that when you dump a bale in, it stops mixing it in if you dump it straight in is a little bit annoying. I have to climb in there and jostle it around. So I just keep tossing them in here until the thing gets full, and it generally works out and we clean it up at the end. But I am sure there's an easier way to get these bales into the harvest store, but I have not yet found it. So we are doing it the fun way. We just load it up and use this thing like a shredder, a bale shredder. When we start making TMR for real, we can toss a couple bales in out of the storage, and then well, that was fascinating. And then we can mix it up that way. But for purposes of what we're trying to do here, I'm trying to figure out why I can't unload into this from here. Do I have to turn the mixing wagon on? I swear this used to work. I know I've done it with the forage wagons all the time. I can put hay in here. There we go. Sometimes you just have to cycle through the sides enough times. Oh, it's going to put it out the right-hand side. I don't know. Some days it just doesn't make sense. Always a good meal off the smoker. There you go, Tim. There's a good Demco semi-trailer with options of a sprayer tender or hay hauling. That might be a good one to add. I'll have to check that out, Caleb. NDMM. I'll have to check it out. Journey, my milk is on auto sell, so I don't have to sell the milk. The milk sells itself. Farmer Ty, there's a good international semi in the game mod hub that you've used as a bale semi. Nice. We've got an old Chevy Bison trailer on here right now that I've been using, which works pretty good too. And I love the Mac hauling pack by BC Bueller. I've been using that on my saves lately. Those older trucks and semis work really well. I did lose a bale back here as well, didn't I? I don't remember if I picked that up now. The goal here is to get as many of these into the mixer wagon as possible so that it mixes them up as we unload. So even though I know it's already full, if I can get a couple more to stay on top there, I know that as we start unloading, they'll get used up. I probably could have fit one more into the back there, but we'll try and make this work. You were about to ask, is the silo full? I don't think the silo's full. The silo should have lots of room in it. Oh, we're going to lose one more off the side there. We'll get this thing unloading and I'll go pick up those two that we've dropped now. Yeah, it's weird. It always has to pick the door that's away from the harvestor to unload into. Oh well. It might actually be easier to just leave the trailer here and go grab the rest of these rather than driving it back and forth. And it's some of these odder mechanics like this that I find drive me the most crazy with Farm Sim from time to time. Let's see if I can masterfully, nope, not so masterfully, bring two over here at a time. Maybe the unload trigger is on that side. Yeah, I don't know, like maybe it's just away from the harvestor. I feel like I don't have these problems when I was using the forage wagons. Nope, didn't quite get it. Oh my goodness. We're almost there, folks. We've got 3 more stacks of bales. I think we're definitely saving time doing it this way. What I need to do is be able to afford that front loader we had before when we were emptying out all of the loose chaff that I put in that building that didn't work out so well. Because with that, I feel like I could pick up multiple bales at a time. The forks we had on the little tractor didn't work out so well for us. Oh, we're not unloading anymore. There we go. Farmer Min, how you doing? Nice to see me playing this map. Enjoyed watching this series so far. Yeah, I've enjoyed this map a lot. This has been one of my favorite FS22 experiences so far. I've been having a ton of fun playing on this map. So we'll be definitely doing at least another full year on here. I think we finally started making money. My goal was to When I started this series, I transferred my proceeds from the Farmville map over when we started out here. So we've actually been playing this game legit, in that I didn't like cheat in extra money or anything. We're using money that I gained from a previous series. And I think that was the plan after this one. So I kind of need to make the farm successful so I actually have some money to bring with me to another series. Because I am looking to get into a big equipment, more modern equipment series. And we're starting to get close to that on here, where we're going to start being able to afford some upgrades. But we're not quite there yet. And I'm trying to think if I'm going to go from doing the big dairy on this farm to trying to do like maybe a big cattle farm on maybe Texas or something. I haven't decided yet on the map, but we're definitely going to be trying a big cattle farm soon. I do need some more tractors on this farm, though, in general. BW, first time catching a live stream after just starting to play FS22. Grew up in Iowa, so the game reminds you of home. Awesome. Yeah, this has definitely been a fun map because it does feel very much like the area of the Midwest that it's supposed to be from. Farmer Ty, will I start a series on Tatum County? I haven't looked at that map yet, but I'm going to take a look at it when I get a chance and hopefully, you know, pick another map for another series. Oh, we're getting chopped to pieces. Got to raise these up so that they actually can get used up. There we go. All right, all of those littler bales, smaller bales, are now officially all used up. I can say all in a sentence more times if I try really hard. And I'm kind of curious just to see how the harvest store looks now. Let's come in here. I don't know how much hay that was. Simulation Farms, how you doing? Sorry, I'm all over the place tonight, and I'm missing out on a little bit of chat here as I'm going. We are looking for hay, so that wasn't as much hay as I thought it would be, which is fine. I do need to plant something that's going to give us some straw for the TMR, though. At least I'm pretty sure that I get straw out of the TMR mix. It does look like I can use, is that cornstalk bales for straw? I might have to actually bale the cornstalks this time and see, because that's definitely looks like a cornstalk bale symbol to me. So that might be a unique feature on this map. I have not played with it much at all. I don't think I need to feed the cows right this minute. Oops, what am I doing? We're in the wrong vehicle. Balers, oh, I'm getting close to done actually, so let's tab our way through. I'm gonna put this guy back in the shed, and we'll get that bale trailer and load up the rest of these bales. Farmer Min, you're too far on dead on that map, but I think it's a great map to work hard and expand on. Yeah, we've done a great job on this map. I've got quite a few fields now. If we take a look at the map, actually, I mean, I've expanded out of the core farm. I've got these fields, the 2 fields across the road, there's 2 fields up here, and field 18. I mean, field 18 is, it doesn't show me the acres down here like I would like it to. But, I mean, these are decent sized fields. Without Courseplay, I'd be struggling on this map, I think, with how big some of these fields are, especially trying to do the manure on all the fields. I've managed to use manure as my primary source of nitrogen across the farm, and that's worked really well, making the cows feel pretty profitable. The dairy has been really profitable so far, so I'm making money. It's just going to take me a while to get out of debt at $10,000 a day. So hopefully this year is going to be my first big year of breaking out of that. I need to start buying off some of this leased equipment. We're paying all these leasing fees every month, and I feel like if I can make enough capital to pay off some of the leased equipment fees, that my daily income is going to shoot up drastically, because I kind of need all the equipment I have leased. There's not really anything that I have leased that I don't really need, and we're using the lease to own mod right now, which has worked out really well for us. And it's time next year to start buying out some of these leases so I don't have to keep paying the fees on them. And then that will allow me to lease new equipment that we need on the farm with the lease to own mod. Finance some new equipment, I should say. Start paying down some of our debt, I guess, at some point. We're almost 3 million in the hole, which I think I'm at 2.9 something million, and I think 3 million is my current debt limit. Farmer Ty, have a good one. Levi Farms, how you doing, sir? Good to see ya. Oh, this is a big hill. I don't think we want to try that with the tippy bale trailer here. I think that would be a recipe for disaster. I've got 3 bales over here that I need to scoop up. Try. Oh, we're gonna do it anyway. I said I wasn't gonna do it. Down we go. Oh, I stuck those 2 right out of the baler. That's cool. All right. Here it is. So how many bales have we gotten in here? Because I moved all the other ones. So these are all the bales I've done tonight. Have been this 240 centimeter size bales. We've done 53 bales already tonight off of those 2 fields. And I just moved 30 of those other bales into the harvest store. So I think we're going to be pretty good. I think that's enough hay to get us through until we get into the spring and we can do another cut on these fields. I was a little nervous that we were going to have enough feed to make it through the winter, but I think we're going to be good here. Fair is on Friday. Bring in your Minneapolis Moline to the fair. Nice. What state am I from? I'm from Minnesota originally, but I live in Michigan now. All right, let's take over from my friend the Courseplay. See if we can rock the last few rounds of baling here. We're getting through this. I didn't know if I was actually going to be able to get both of these fields done in a 2-hour live stream, to be honest. And it feels like we're right on track with that. I probably would have gotten it done a little bit faster if we'd moved those, what do you call it? The silage bags a little bit earlier in the stream rather than trying to work around them, but it is what it is. I didn't realize that I could pick them up and move them with super strength, so that's a huge win for me in general. Watch as I participate in the Farm Sim Olympics rolling down the hill. Yeah, there's a reason why I don't use round bales at all, is because I don't want to be chasing them around the map. But hopefully, with the duals on and everything on this tractor, I can keep from tipping this thing over. Although we do have a fairly significant hill over here. I was tempted to not include the downhill part of this hill in the field when I was making the Courseplay field, but there's so much area on the side of this hill that it's kind of hard to pass up this much grass. Billip, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, man. Always good to see ya. Oh no, we don't have the power. We are getting stuck on this hill. I've got one more pass left over here. There we go. Little 7810 that could. Yeah, Billet, this has been one of my favorite farm sim maps for sure. Clayton, when's Edgewater coming? I am going to try and do some more videos on Edgewater as well, even if it is kind of just a getting the swing back in with farm sim. It's a little bit easier for me to pick up on the series that I was playing already and get kind of back in the headspace. There's been so many new mods and maps and stuff over the last few months that I'm not sure where I want to start with a new series. So I'm going to continue doing UMRV videos for sure. We'll probably put out a few more Edgewater videos as well. Just try and remember where we were at with everything. And then, yeah, I'll be looking for some new series after that. But I feel like both of those series, I like to, when I can, kind of wrap things up in a series, bring them to a natural closing, even if it has been a number of weeks, or in the case of Edgewater, a number of months since I've done a video. So we'll be getting back to it for sure. All right, I have no idea where I'm going with this thing, but I'm gonna park it up here in the yard with all the rest of my equipment that's in the way. Probably need to wash everything off here at some point. And let's see if I can find that pickup truck. There it is. Where did I leave this? Oh, we're back over here. Okay. We're gonna go pick up those last couple of bales real quick. New to the series, what is that tractor? Yeah, the tractor I had on the baler was a 7810. And I said it earlier in the stream, but for anybody that's joining, if you're looking for any of the mods that I'm using on this series, I've got links to just about every mod I have on UMRV pinned on the FS22 mods channel on my Discord server. We've got, I don't know, we're somewhere over 4,000 people on the Discord server now, so a lot of good times going on over there. The link to Discord is in the description of the video. And if you haven't already, drop a like on the stream if you're enjoying it. Helps me out a lot. And I am horrible at self-promotion when it comes to streaming and videos and stuff, so there you go. Discord is free, Caleb. Yep. And that's another crash for us tonight. Oh my goodness. There we go. All those bales all dropped off. What is that? 57 bales or 67? I don't remember. Let's take a last gander over here. 57 bales. Nice. That should hopefully set us up here for some feed. Appreciate the hydration reminder there, Side Hustle. And I'm gonna jump over into the feed wagon here now, since we put all of that hay into the harvest store. And let's see if we can make a little bit of this. I want to say we were doing a 30-70 mix with our TMR for silage, because we've got so much more silage than we do hay right now. There we go. Looks pretty good. And then if I check my animals, we're just feeding the calves hay right now until they grow up to reproduction age. No sense in doing anything crazy there. 148 and 145. So I'm looking for the closer barn here, believe it or not. The funny sometimes which things you end up remembering and which things you don't with a map that you haven't played on for a couple of months. But I remember that barn A is the one that's on top there. There we are. So everything is working. We've got feed, we've got lots of hay now, and when we start doing videos here again next week on UMRV, I think we're going to be starting out in the spring because we don't have anything else left to do on this map, or in the fall/winter here. Should start a new game of drink water every time you crash. There you go, take a shot every time I crash. All right, well, I think we'll do one more load of feed over here into the other barn while I'm thinking about it. Make sure we've topped off both of these barns, keep everything moving. Let's see. I always feel like if I try to bump it up and go into 8th gear in the yard is when bad things happen and I crash into stuff. Looking for about 60% here. And then we'll run hay for the rest of this. I see that I've installed the new unit convert at some point, and so I'm seeing cubic yards on these menus now, which is awesome. Although I guess for mixing feed, I don't know if I would use cubic yards or tons. It's been a minute since I actually had to mix feed for anything in real life. Like 25 years or so. We'll bump it up to 8th as we go across the yard here. Probably not ultra realistic. I feel like I always want to drive at least 3 times faster in Farm Sim than I would in real life. No matter what I'm doing, I feel like I'm always about 3 times faster than I should be. Oh, goodness. All right, so that was a fair amount of feed. I'd love if the animal menu got updated with unit convert at some point, but not yet. Not yet. Cool. Well, we're sitting pretty good with feed then. If I remember right, 250 cows was taking about 1 full feed trailer a day, and putting that in there got me, I want to say that was about 30,000 liters. So we're in a pretty good spot with 170 something thousand liters in each of these barns. Means I can fast forward several days before I'm going to have to start feeding again. Although I am going to have to feed a bunch of times before we can move the clock forward all the way into spring. And so usually I do a lot of that off camera here, but we'll run a couple more loads as long as we're here and winding down tonight, I think. And Simulation Farms, where can you find unit convert at? So there's an older version on Thundar's itch.io page, but the new version, he posted a link to it on his Facebook page, and then you have to click on that, and it's like a link to download it from like his Microsoft Drive account or something like that. So I would head over to Thundar's Facebook page and find the link, because he's been updating it over the last month or so. He's put out a few updates to it. See if we can manage to navigate this without crashing into anything in first person. Do. Yeah, Buck, I don't know if you're going to be able to put links in the chat or not. Typically, YouTube does a pretty good job of blocking that stuff out of the live stream chat. I think you have to be a moderator to post a link. We'll put one more load in that other barn, I think, just to get everything all set up here. I suppose I could actually start moving the clock forward a bit. We'll even turn the screws on for this one. There we go. Low, what's my favorite tractor ever produced? I am an 8RX guy. I like how it looks. I like tracks. It's a slick looking tractor, so that's my favorite looking tractor. I've not actually gotten a chance to drive one though. I would love to get that opportunity at some point. When I worked on the farm, my tractor, the one that I drove the most in real life, was a 4240, very similar to the tractor I'm driving right now, and I love that. All right, I think this is going to be our last load of feed tonight. We're going to put it into this other barn over here. Get that all unloaded. Nicole, how do you join? I do multiplayer live streams when I'm getting back into my normal schedule, but I try to do at least one multiplayer live stream every week. Sometimes those will be members only streams for people that have joined the channel using the join button below, and then sometimes those will be on our community servers. We run one or two community servers. Right now we have one pretty active community server that's available to anybody that's a PC only. And then we've had a crossplay server set up, but I need to get back over there and set that up again. Laid back, Daddy-o, how you doing? Hope all is well in our part of the world. Been crazy busy with harvest over there in real life. Yeah, I know a lot of people have just been really getting into that harvest season now already, which it feels crazy to me that it's already that time of the year. But stay safe out there, stay busy, and hopefully you're seeing some good yields. I know a lot of people that I've been talking to have been seeing kind of mixed results, mediocre yields. But definitely not the worst years we've had. All right, I think we've got it all done here. If we take one last closing look at the map here before we wrap up the stream, I think everything is ready to go on our fields. If we come into here, I don't see anything that needs plowing. If we come into precision farming, I've got decent pH levels. This field's a little low, but not horrible. And nitrogen's looking good everywhere except my grass fields. I think these are all grass over here and over here. So we'll spray those at some point in the spring, probably. At least these two. They don't need a lot. And everything else got spread on. So I think we're looking good. Awesome. Well, we'll pick this series back up in the springtime in some videos next week. Alex, how do I like UMRV? I have to say, I think it's been one of my favorite FS22 maps. I've been really enjoying this series. I haven't played on a lot of maps this far. We're on episode, well, counting this live stream, this is episode 43 of UMRV, and I have been absolutely enjoying it. So we're going to run a few more episodes. This is one more full year, I'd say, on UMRV at least. So we'll probably get into the 60 to 75 episode range by then. And we're going to be taking a look at some other maps in the live streams later this week and next week if I can stream. The next week and a half is really busy for me. I'm moving my oldest son into college next week, so it's going to be crazy. But we're going to be doing some new maps here in the live streams, looking for a new map to do a series on here soon. But that's it. Simulation Farms, Mr. Simulation. We will catch you later. Brian Rutherford, we are wrapping up. We got all of the grass work done. Baling has been completed. Bales are stored, and we're ready to move the clock forward into spring for the next video. So hopefully y'all enjoyed the stream tonight, and we will see you hopefully Thursday for another stream at 9 p.m. Eastern. If not, we'll be back with some videos next week and a stream next Thursday, because I know I'm busy on Tuesday next week. Awesome. Well, that's all for today, though. Kedrick out.